Welcome to another exciting episode of TechUOut. Your host, Emmanuel Diarra with Tony Mathis. And today we're going to talk to you about some things that are already going on here at PTCI that can make you money.
Yeah, it's actually just as good as it sounds. We are having a contest, and you can win $1,000 cash.
Wait. Did you just say how much?
$1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000. You can buy a lot with $1,000 because it's not just like in-store credit or $1,000 worth of stuff. It's actually $1,000 cash.
$1,000 cash. Okay.
So wherever you want to use it, that's where you use it. Maybe go on a vacation, go on a little trip, something like that. Buy something you've been wanting, and so we're gonna tell you how to enter the contest and kind of what it's about. But it's basically a social media contest.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it's on Facebook and Twitter, and what it is we want you to make some kind of visual submission that you can take a picture of or video of, or it could be a picture or a video that you make, and basically it needs to tell us why you love PTCI. And all you got to do is, there's going to be an initial post. There's a post for Facebook and a post for Twitter. You don't have to put it on both, just one or the other. And you comment your submission to that post and retweet or share the post, and then you're entered to win. So
tell me about this hashtag, because some people might not be aware of how to hashtag.
Yeah, the hashtag that we're asking people to use with your submission is Ask Me Why PTCI. And so that's basically what the contest is about, is ask me why I choose PTCI, or why
and that's kind of what our shirts is, Ask Me Why. And I've actually been hit up in the community a few times, and it kind of catches me off guard just a little bit. They'd be like, why? And I'd be like getting the camera, because I'm part of the film crew, and I'd be just kind of getting stuff ready or tearing down. They're like, why? Takes me a second. And then I know why I like PTCI, not only because I work here, but it's a great company.
It is, and so yeah, the hashtag is Ask Me Why PTCI, and we want people to use that on their post to kind of make more people aware of the contest and let people know what's going on. So you do have to put the hashtag with your entry,
with your post. And by post we mean video or picture that you do put on social media.
Right.
And we're asking people to be creative. You don't have to just take a picture of something. You could create something.
If you want to use Legos.
What's it called when they do like the paper mache?
Oh yeah, paper mache.
You could build something. You could build it out of Legos. Just be creative. You can paint something if you're good at painting. Pastels, airbrush. It could be anything that you want as far as creating something to tell people why you like PTCI, why you love PTCI, and hopefully you win, because that's $1,000 cash.
Yeah, and only one person wins, but that's all the more reason to put effort into your submission, because you want to win. So really try to get creative and make something that looks really cool. And like you say, $1,000, that's a lot of money. And it can be anything you want, as long as you don't use, copyrighted stuff. Like you can't, like make Darth Vader have PTCI on his chest or something and call that a submission.
You can't, and you got to be careful with music also. A lot of music's copyrighted. So we do be careful about some of the copyright infringement.
Right.
And just be creative though.
Yeah, it has to be your own creation, your own deal. But yeah, Ask Me Why PTCI, you should be able to search that hashtag on Facebook or Twitter, and once we get entries rolling in, you're going to be able to see kind of what some other people are doing. And we've listed a few examples on our website too. If you just kind of don't really know where to begin or what direction you want to go in, then there's some ideas there.
So, Tony, tell me, so you can write a song about it and then just sing it?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to write a song about PTCI, then write a song about PTCI and sing it and submit it.
Okay. So if you're going to write a song, what would you write?
Well, it would definitely be heavy metal.
Okay. But just be creative. You can write a song, do a duet, draw a picture. My skills would probably be in video.
Yeah, that's what I would do, because obviously we make videos. That's why we're on camera.
Or also just art. I like artwork myself.
You're pretty good at art and pottery and stuff even.
Yeah, you can do anything. Like you talk about pottery, you can make a mug and just say, I love PTCI.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that I went to school with that were into pottery. So it's like anything you can do creatively to show your love for PTCI.
Yeah, and technically you don't even have to be a customer of PTCI. There's no purchase necessary to enter. So if you're someone who just likes what PTCI does in the community and you appreciate PTCI, then you can enter and tell us why you appreciate what we do in the community, which we do a lot of community stuff, and that's why I like PTCI.
And that's what we want to kind of transition into is the things that we do in the community. And that's probably the biggest things that why I like PTCI is because we are a part of the community. We do several events, and just to name a few, we do a lot of sports as far as filming, tailgates, we cook a lot. Let's go and talk about some of the events that we do.
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite things to do personally is I like filming football games. Like, I think it's fun to film them. I feel accomplished when I, get a good shot, and I think people appreciate us coming out and filming those events, especially if it's teams that don't really have someone that does that regularly. Like, I know Laverne always really appreciates it, and we always appreciate them. They always treat us really, really well when we go there.
Yeah, we do basically every school in our coverage area, whether it's in football, basketball. We do a few in softball and baseball. Those ones are a little harder because it's a multi-camera shoot. Yeah,
you got to have more than one person on those. And then we do some soccer too.
And that's my favorite sport.
Yeah, you're a big soccer fan.
I enjoy soccer. I enjoy filming it, but I definitely enjoy playing.
Yeah.
And it keeps me young.
Yeah, and then, a lot of times you'll see Emmanuel or Sean or me at, different events. Like, we always do the Hooker Car Show. And so, sometimes we're out filming stuff like that, Stone Age Fair in Perryton.
We just did that one not too long ago.
Yeah, that one was pretty recent. So, lots of different community stuff and community shows too.
Yeah, we do different community shows, and kind of before we get into that, I just want to mention the parades.
Oh yeah, the parades are a big one.
We got a lot of parades in the different coverage area, and I enjoy those because whether you're filming or you're out throwing candy, I've done both, and you just see the happiness of people, families out there, community events. It is a community event, and I don't know, it's just a happy place where people just hang out. I enjoy those ones. Yeah,
and it's always fun watching the anticipation as the parade actually gets closer and stuff, and people get excited. But yeah, those are big ones. And then we even do Guyman's graduation, OPSU's graduation, Guyman's prom. It's one that we do. And talking about shows, we do a show with the OSU Extension Office. That's one that I film, and then I film a couple of shows in Perryton with KEYE and KXDJ, and they talk about local stuff that's happening in Perryton. Especially I like doing those because the drive's pretty in the morning for one thing, and another thing is Perryton's a pretty big town in our coverage area, and we like to kind of focus on them a little bit too, not just Guyman.
And another thing, even with talking about our Guyman and Perryton, in Guyman we do our city council meetings. So kind of keep the community up to date with what's going on in our local government. We film probably 99% of them. Every now and then we have a conflict with something, but probably 99% we get filmed. Yeah, so if you want to ever know what's going on with the city council meetings, or even just in the area, we've got all of our shows on YouTube. I mean, we put everything on there. And so it's always, available to you. You don't have to wait for it to come on at a certain time necessarily. I mean, I would prefer to watch things on TV, but if you want to see something right there and then, or just a part of something, then you can jump on there, pull it up, and
go to which part you want to see.
And that's the nice thing about YouTube is you can find those certain parts that you just kind of want to recap.
Right. And, you know, we do a lot of stuff in the community besides filming too. That's just what we're familiar with because that's what we do.
I do some other stuff too.
Yeah, you do a lot of cooks. He's been doing tons of cooks lately.
I cook a lot of burgers. Not only burgers, but we do like sausage on a stick there in Perryton and Spearman, I believe. And it's fun. Just get out there with the community, give out burgers. Everyone's always really thankful that we're there. And I know, I always have a good time.
Yeah, and we always try to, I know on our website, you know, we have different feeds of stuff going on. We have a Facebook feed, and then we also have the newspapers feed. And so we have some news on our website and stuff like that. And we also gave away $20,000 in scholarships this year.
That's correct.
So, I mean, you know, it wasn't just one scholarship that's $20,000, you know.
It was several.
Several.
But we do, with the scholarships, we recommend people getting their stuff early and just, that's free money for someone that's going to school, someone going to college. So just kind of get your paperwork in early because that's awesome. Yeah,
and that's not just Guyman either. I mean, that's, you know, all the schools in our coverage area, you know, any senior is able to apply for those scholarships. So I think that's really cool because, you know, that's quite a bit of money, and a lot of companies, I mean, they'll give out some scholarships, but usually not that many.
And that's why I like PTCI is community-minded, and that's part of being a community, giving back to the community, and, you know, our young people, they're our future. So when they go to college, hopefully they get a degree and they remember PTCI, but not only that, they remember our area here in the Panhandle.
Right.
And you know, I know a lot of people do move away, but you know, every now and then we have some that move back to our area, and
hopefully they'll come see us again.
Yeah, hopefully they'll come visit and be a part of our community. We have a good community.
We do have a good community, and honestly, you know, we talk about how much we do for the community and stuff, but it's not just about that. I mean, I like PTCI also because we do actually have really good services, and you know, I know it took us a little bit to get, you know, 4G compared to a lot of the bigger companies and stuff, but with a lot of the innovation that's been going on and forward thinking in the company, you know, we're right there with them.
We are, and talking about that, we're in the middle of nowhere, no man's land, Panhandle of Oklahoma. You know, I'm impressed with our services.
I am too. I mean, and honestly, there's no difference because I've had, you know, Verizon phones and stuff, and I've had PTCI phones, and I can't tell a difference in the service. I mean, they're both work where I want them to work. So.
That's competing with someone that's nationwide.
Right.
So that's impressive for a smaller co-op to be able to do the things that we do, and then fiber to the home.
And the reason we can even compete with, you know, big companies that are nationwide is we use the same equipment that they do. There's no difference in, you know, the quality of the equipment that we have versus what they have. And that's why it is comparable. And that's the same thing with when it comes to internet. We don't have, you know, crappy equipment like the fiber optics and all that. That's high quality stuff. That's the same,
top of the line.
Yeah, that's the same stuff that Google's using in really big cities that have Google fiber. So, and we're providing the same speeds that they are too.
That's correct. You know, when you're able to compete at that level, I guess, would say we're doing pretty good as a company. Being out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed, and that's another reason why we choose PTCI.
Well, yeah, and you know, back to cellular network and stuff, you know, if you're a PTCI customer and you leave the area, you're still going to have service because. And
that's a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, well, it's just a local company. When I leave that area, I'm not going to have service, but that's a lie.
Yeah.
When you leave the service, we have agreements with different carriers, and you have good service.
Yeah, I mean, we have agreements with both AT&T and Sprint, and you know, you get on an AT&T tower, it's the same as if you had AT&T, just as an example.
And AT&T, they're nationwide.
Right.
So.
I mean, they're one of the big three. So I think that's pretty nice. And, you know, when I've traveled out of the area and stuff, I haven't had any issues. And it's, you know, just like I'm still here at home. So.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues when I travel, and I travel quite a bit.
Yeah, you do.
And I have the Sprint side and the AT&T side just so that I can kind of test the network as I do travel, since I do travel a little bit. And I've had good service.
Yeah, and you know, I have an iPhone as my work phone, and then I also have a Android phone as my personal phone. My Android's on AT&T, and my work phone's on Sprint. So same thing, I can kind of see, you know, the two different networks when I'm in different places, like if I go over to eastern Oklahoma and stuff, and both of them seem to work fine. So that's pretty neat.
And kind of going back to broadband, you know, I've been doing a little bit of Netflix, a little bit of Sling, and I've enjoyed it because it's all over the internet.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. It's a little different. I'm a traditionalist, you know, used to that cable box, all that. But I've switched to over the top, and it's working.
Yeah, working pretty good. Yeah. Well, that is the future of things. Everything's going to be streaming and all that stuff. It's not going to be like traditional TV anymore because it's just easier to provide it through the internet. And, you know, I think we've talked a little bit about how, you know, the contract prices with different channels have gone up so, you know, so much in the networks, and it's just kind of forcing everybody into the streaming deal, which it'll be the same thing. It's the same kind of TV that you get before. It's just provided a different way. But so nothing to really be afraid of, but we always have that in mind, and then we have you know, information for our customers if they need any information on that, which I think is nice because we're kind of a tech support company too, in a way. Yeah. For our customers, because if you need help with anything, you can always come to PTCI and then we'll help you out with it.
Yeah, and I was thinking of another activity that we do. We do one with TCEC.
Oh, Pumpkins at the Park. Yeah, that's always a fun one. We always get a really big turnout at that one because kids like to get their pumpkins. I don't know. Yeah, I enjoy those things because you're out there and you see like the little kids with their pumpkin and they're decorating. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, and then you'll have it always cracks me up because the kids will get so excited about the pumpkins they'll go like hide one of their pumpkins and then come back. Can I have another one? Yeah, you get a little bit of that. Which I don't know. I think it's funny personally, but it's a fun event and there's always a ton of people at it. And you know, talking about services, Wi-Fi is, you know, something that we provide, and we have, you know, whole home Wi-Fi. And basically what that is, and we've talked about this on TechUOut a little bit too, is, you know, we'll help you set up your Wi-Fi network to make sure that you're going to have Wi-Fi throughout your home, no matter, you know, how big your home is or what it's made of and all that sort of deal. And that's so true. I like how that's like a personalized service that we provide. Yeah, and that one helps out the customers that don't know much about internet, Wi-Fi, wireless routers, switches, all that stuff. And a lot of that's over my head, but I think they do a good job. They go in and they install it and set it all up and keep it updated. Yeah. Yeah, like I say, it's pretty impressive what they can do because, I mean, they can come and look at your house and basically be like, all right, well, let's put, you know, a unit right here and then we'll be able to reach this bedroom and all that sort of deal. And so that's pretty neat. I probably need to look at that because I've been having some issues reaching my bedroom, but I have a lot of wall between, you know, where I've got my router placed and then with those giga centers they got where they can basically, I think, service about, what is it, 1,500 square foot? And then the 804 mesh, I believe, they can wire it actually to that, and then it's actually a better signal. Probably in your instance where there's multiple walls, wire that one to it, and then you'll have perfect internet. That's probably what I need to do because, like, my room is the only one in the house that has a little bit of trouble with it. And if I open my door, then I have it. But if I close my door, then it's like, oh, Wi-Fi went away. So,
Yeah.
but like I say, that's a whole lot of walls in there. So, you know, if you're experiencing something like that, like I am, I really need to, you know, get on the ball and get that set up, and that'll improve it greatly. Which I think they set up that that system at your house.
Yeah, they put the Giga Center in, and I have it hooked up actually to my old router also. Has an access point.
Yeah. Well, that's the nice
working.
part about it, is that they'll keep your router, you know, up to date on firmware. A lot of people don't realize you need to do that, but you know, we do it automatically for you.
That's correct. But just a reminder, I know we've been off on different things. Be creative when you do this. Why you like PTCI, paint a picture.
Yeah, if you want to make a video, or you could even go take a photo somewhere. I know we have quite a few photographers in our area. We just looked at entries for our photo contest.
Can you bring in a picture, like if they paint it?
If they paint it, then they would have to take a picture of the painting, and then reply it to that post.
And then post it. So everything's over social media.
Right. It's all on social media, so you can't really like physically bring it in the store and be like, hey, here's my submission. But if you make something that's actually physical, take a picture of it or a video of it,
okay,
and then post it.
So like if someone did a mural on the side of their home, not saying that you should do this, but they did a mural, say, I love PTCI, kind of a mural.
You should do that.
Not graffiti, but maybe, I don't know. And they just take a picture of that and then send it in, has hashtag, what was that, hashtag?
Ask me why PTCI.
Ask me why PTCI.
Yeah.
And that'll go to Facebook or Twitter.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to do both. You can choose either one. If you don't like Facebook but you do like Twitter, you can put it on Twitter. And if you don't like Twitter, then you can put it on Facebook, and it doesn't really matter. The winner will be announced on Facebook Live.
On Facebook. Okay.
Yes, on Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Do we have the dates of when we're going to go live?
Yes. The contest began on July 1st, and it's going to end on August 30th.
Okay.
And then I believe that the winner, you might have to check, I think it's on September 6th or 7th. I can't remember which one.
I don't remember either, but I remember this. Be staying tuned to Facebook Live when we announce the winner, because you'll have, what, 3 days to reply?
3 days to reply and claim your prize if you won. So, like I say, they're going to have the details of when the announcement is on the website. You guys can check it out. It's ptci.net. So that will be on there. Sorry, I couldn't remember which one exactly.
No, that's fine. But I just wanted to remind people that you need to be watching Facebook Live when we're going to be doing it. And, anymore, most people are sharing, and they're like, hey, you won this. Yeah. So
someone will probably let you know, even if you weren't. But you should tune in. It's going to be on the lunch hour, so, hopefully you'll be on your lunch break and you'll be able to watch it. If not, I'm sure your boss would let you see if you won $1,000.
$1,000. That's a pretty good day's worth of work.
What would you do?
Or a few days.
What would you do with $1,000, Emmanuel?
I would invest it.
Invest it in what?
In PTCI.
In PTCI. You gonna buy a new phone?
Oh, probably. You get those iPhone 10s.
Yeah.
They're about $1,000.
Yeah, they're $1,000. So there you go. New iPhone 10, right there.
Just saying, if you win, new iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I don't know. I'm trying to think what I would use it on. I'd probably save it. Honestly.
Save it for college.
Yeah, I'm going to college, so I would probably just put it towards that. And
that would probably be a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I'm doing the smart thing, not the fun thing. You should do the fun thing. Whatever that might be.
Whether you buy a new phone or invest in college, good luck to you.
Yeah, we're pretty excited to see your entries. I'll be one of the people that are collecting them. I'm not a judge. We actually are outsourcing the judging to people in the community.
So does that mean I can enter?
No. Employees of PTCI cannot enter, nor can their families.
Just checking.
But yeah, we're going to have an independent panel, so it's not even anyone that works at PTCI that's going to be judging. So I can't enter, he can't enter. We're both kind of sad because we can't win $1,000.
I know. When I heard that we can't enter, I was bummed out because I was like, I got a good chance because I'm somewhat creative.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I could do something. And they're like, you can't enter. And I went home and I cried.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not really. But it was a kind of a bummer.
But I will still get to see all the submissions because, like I said, I'm going to be one of the people that are, collecting all the posts and being able to forward that on to our judges. And so I'm pretty excited. And I hope you guys like the little video I made for you on the post. It's kind of different.
It's fun. It's fun. I'm excited too, just to see what people and how they. I like seeing creativity.
People, they can get pretty creative, and a lot of times with these sort of contests, they'll just come up with something that you really never would have even thought of or contemplated as being something that could be a submission. But I mean, it's really kind of a free-for-all type deal.
Yeah, like kind of, I think back of something creative, like people that find something in toast.
Yeah.
They're like, this looks like this person or something like that.
Toast PTCI.
Be creative. You know, you can make it out of toast.
You can make a PTCI cake. And that is one you can physically drop off.
Yeah. So if you make a cake, just saying, I'll test it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll help you win, but...
It wouldn't help you win, but it would make us pretty happy.
That's correct.
You would still have to take a picture of it and actually, submit it to the post. But if you don't want to bring it by, we're not going to complain about that. But yeah, or like I say, music, that would be something that you would have to record video-wise. So when we say a visual submission, music wouldn't really be visual, but the video would be.
Well, if you're playing your guitar or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You hear it.
Right. So yeah, we're excited. You have to be at least 18 years old to enter,
That's
and
correct.
you have to live in PTCI service area. So we don't want a bunch of random people from California or somewhere to start entering.
Got to be in our home area. That's correct. 18 at least. Really, any kind of media. They didn't really put any restrictions on the media, and by media I mean paint, drawing, music.
Of course, this is kind of a given, but nothing illegal, nothing inappropriate.
It should be a given.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you truly want to win $1,000, you're not going to do something like that anyway.
But all our details, which there's a few pages of details, if you really want to read them, we'll have that posted on our website, www.ptci.net.
Yeah, and basically we're going to have kind of a summary of the rules up there. But then if you want to get in depth and really read like the terms and conditions and stuff, then you can do that. But it's pretty straightforward. It's not one of those things that you should really stress over.
I've been stressing over it.
Well, stop.
Okay, I'm done stressing. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Someone's going to win $1,000. I'm excited to see their face when they come in and we hand them the cash. It's not even going to be a check. It'll be cash money.
Yeah.
Just to, I don't know. And that's something that I enjoy being part of PTCI is we do these fun little things like this just to be a part of the community, give back to the community. And I don't know. I think $1,000 is going to bring somebody some joy.
I bet so. But we wish you guys luck. We can't wait to see what you guys submit, and hope you win $1,000.
Be creative. That's all I gotta say. Be creative. Hopefully you win, and I'm excited to see what you all have to bring to the table and why you love PTCI. Ask me why I love PTCI, because it's a part of the community.
And if you didn't get any ideas from this video, you need to rewind it and watch it again.